Okay, and I'm back. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Give me a second here to cue this in. And yeah, I was just talking to Techno Ghosty here. Just finished. Took a couple days off because I was having a couple of friends over yesterday to watch the Ahsoka finale, which I very much enjoyed. As a whole, I actually really enjoyed the series. There was just one of my only complaints is like I'm a big fan of like Thrawn as a character. He's like my favorite Star Wars character, and there was a meme I saw that I think summed up my feelings on him with this. I'll try to see if I can find it here and pull it up for you guys. But yeah, there was a bit. I don't want to spoil too much, but like there was a moment where somebody came up to him and said the cargo transfer is complete, and then they spent like 20 more minutes at least with the ship docked and him trying to find ways to keep people from boarding the ship. And I was like, just go up. You're in a flying ship. You can just go up. And I think the kind of like excuse they were using in the show was that they were trying to dock to the other ship. But I was like, both of these fly. You could just move them both up and then dock once you're up there. You don't need to do this at the ground where you're at risk of being boarded. Or like when they were in the little tower, I'm like, just open fire on the tower. It was a little goofy, and I know that the reason that it was like they didn't do that is because that would be terrible show. It wouldn't be good cinema, and that's fine. Like I don't want to be too grumpy about this because like it's a show and they want a good dramatic moment. It's just that like when uh when Thrawn's entire character is that he's a tactical genius, and then he's just like making really poor tactical choices for good TV drama, I'm kind of like, oh god, what are we doing here? But no, overall, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with the show, and I'm really looking forward to the announcement of a season 2 because my god, I want to see where this is going. I'm so frustrated and upset that Ray Stevenson died because Balin Skull ended up being like the highlight of this show for me. And Ezra. Ezra's performance was phenomenal. I loved Sabine. I loved Ezra. I loved Balin Skull and Shin Hati. I think those are all phenomenal characters, and I'm really looking forward to see what they do with them going forward. But yeah, let me here one sec. We'll just I turn that on and turn that on. This was the meme I saw here. I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream, but yeah, I saw this midway through the show and I was like, no, let the man cook before we start reducing him to the cheating at tic tac toe uh, meme. But at the end of the show, I did kind of agree with that. it was it was a little because I'm a fan of these like old books. I read the old like Timothy Zahn expanded universe books like Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, uh, Last Command, and then there was two more. There was like another little duology he did later that was really good. I haven't actually read the new Thrawn books. I should get around to reading those. I've also got to need to get around to I want to stream uh, Old Republic. I think that might actually be something I look at trying to do soonish. We'll see. Because also one sec here, I'll be right with you. I just feel like my Xbox isn't outputting to my screen correctly. Okay, that should be fine now. Let's get back into Fable. But yeah, I might actually do Old Republic as my next like big game to stream. At least one character, maybe two. I want to do two of the like main story playthrough things. Played a lot of KOTOR and any of the Old Republic. Is it good? People praise it a lot. It's really fun. Especially the like original vanilla character stories, like the campaigns for the original 8 classes are fantastic overall. There's obviously like some of the stories are more interesting than others. Like I think uh Imperial Agent's probably the best. Then Jedi Knight is probably a pretty close second, and then like Jedi Consular is really good. Trooper is really good. Both of the Sith ones are fun just because you're playing as like a cackling mustache twirling villain. And then like I've always found that bounty hunter and smuggler just aren't as interesting because it doesn't really feel like you're very connected to the main plot. You're just kind of bumbling around in the background doing your own thing, and it's a little goofy, but they're still fun. All right, what were we doing here?
You have shown yourself to be a most talented monarch. The treasury is positively overflowing. You might even consider borrowing a little for yourself. Of course, it never hurts to earn even more. Who knows what the future will bring? With that in mind, I'd like to discuss the thorny issue of child
Why did my second monitor just restart?
which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring to bring it back. In the interests of the treasury and of the long-term
Second monitor, are you okay? Stream, are you okay?
Proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population low, but more importantly...
Stream is okay. Okay, I was like, my second monitor just shut off for a second there.
Fair to bring new
I wasn't really doing
life
anything,
into
so I don't know what that was
such an
about, but...
uncertain world? And won't that gold go to help the children who have already been born?
I feel like one of my
Of course,
HDMI
you may
cords must be
also
going out. I
choose
need to go and like
keep
buy some new
Logan's
ones and just replace them.
policies. The matter is entirely in your hands.
Alright. Oh! Look at that! There's another player floating around. I think we did this last part, and I think I'm going to go ahead and restore the child benefit. We'll do the nice option, because I've got plenty of money.
Very well, Your Majesty. The breeders amongst the rabble will be ecstatic, I'm sure. Perhaps you are considering making a personal donation to the treasury to make up for the shortfall.
Actually, this outfit's mostly the start of the game one. I've just dyed it, and then I put a crown on.
Here is the royal agenda for the day.
Okay. Consider proposal to renovate the orphanage. Consider proposal on how to deal with excess sewage. Oh, we did this all last time. It just didn't save. Oh, that's silly.
As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think we did anything after I did
Weaver's
this.
latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious.
Yeah.
It should be most entertaining.
I'm assuming because I think I stopped right after the throne room stuff, so I think it just didn't save because I didn't hit a checkpoint after the throne room. But we definitely did these votes last time. That's fine. We'll just do the votes again. I do remember what I did, I think. We'll see. We'll re-vote.
All stand to
I'm pretty
attention
sure I
for the
remember what the
King
votes
of
were,
Albion.
though.
This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage.
I'm pretty sure I decided to
Page will speak for the
save the
disenfranchised people of the
orphanage
city.
and then dump
Reaver will
the
dispute her
sewage
cause.
on the hippies.
You may
I'm pretty
speak.
sure.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor.
We'll let
and
them
the
speak
orphaned.
again, though. I'll let them
And
redo their
until we
little
can change
spiel.
the whole world for the better,
I do love
it will
listening to Reaver
continue
talk.
to
He's
be
great.
their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most? The shelter is underfunded and the building has fallen into disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
I could not agree more. The city and its people are in dire need. But it is not charity they require. It is love. I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves. For love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the love they need, and we get their money.
Okay.
Yes, it's for your majesty to decide.
I think we're going to go with
Refurnish
renovating the shelter. It's
and
fine.
orphanage, or converted into a house of ill repute.
Yes, that's fine.
The poor of this city have suffered enough.
There is an achievement
We
for
will
adopting a
renovate the
kid, and I
shelter
do want to
and
get that
orphanage.
achievement,
The
so
Bowerstone
we want to
shelter
keep the
shall
orphanage.
be refurbished at the Crown's expense.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've done the right thing.
As you wish, Your Majesty. The parentless tykes and their destitute friends shall have a palace to call their own.
Okay, perfect. And then I think the excess sewage, we decided to dump the sewage on the hippies.
A beggar
So,
to lazy to own your own clothes? Or perhaps an orphan aching for a bowl of gruel? Then come to Riva Industries Shelter and Orphanage, where you'll find food, beds, clothes, and even new parents. No matter who you are, we care, even if you don't deserve it.
Ah, so good.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue. The disposal of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Oh, we got a different hippie this time.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged. Bowerstone is beginning to have a serious waste disposal issue. We require an inexpensive and efficient solution, and I believe I have hit upon one. Now, currently, part of our waste is being disposed of in the Morningwood Marsh. With very little effort, Riva Industries could redirect all of the Bowerstone sewer system to flow directly into that region. As you know, it's a desolate place with no financial or cultural value to the kingdom. There can be little discussion as to the logic of this decision.
Hang on, this isn't right. Not right at all. We're all children of the soil. It's in our hearts, it's in our blood. It's under our fingernails. What I mean is, we're all equal when it comes to dirt, like. From dirt we come to dirt we go, yes?
Reaver knows he's won this one.
In Morningwood have as good a claim to being clean as anyone. And what of Morningwood itself? Its nature spirits, its woodland elves, and water fairies. Do they not deserve freedom from pollution too?
Nope.
Don't destroy paradise with your urban dregs, man. Channel the waste. Be one with the cycle of life. You have all these, like, factories and stuff, don't you? Turn one into a, you know, what do you call it? One of those things, a sewage reclamation facility. Right on.
What shall you decide, Your Majesty?
Nope, we're dumping the poop on the hippies. Off you go.
Morningwood will be granted the honor of receiving the city's sewage.
The king has spoken. The waste from the city of Bowerstone shall be channeled into Morningwood.
I shall begin the flushing immediately, Your Majesty.
Oh, this is heavy. This is totally heavy. You've turned Granny Nature into your toilet bowl. But she'll fight back. You'll see. One day, in like a 1,000 years, she'll fight right back, man.
Okay, well, there we go. We have that to look forward to in 1,000 years. But
There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens.
okay, I think this is where we were at the end of last stream. I think I finished both of these decisions and then I just ended it there. So I'm assuming, yeah, I must have just not saved because we didn't actually do anything that hit a checkpoint. Seems autosaves aren't as robust as I would like them to be. I've had a couple times now where it's had some save issues. Alright.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has
Several people
requested a
floating
meeting
around.
in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Okay, off to the old rebel headquarters. Oh, and there goes my monitor again. What is going on with you, monitor? Are you going to be alright over there? That's fine. I'll give it a second for it to come back. It looks like stream's doing fine. So, very weird. Alright, Paige is wanting me to meet her in the old rebel HQ. That said, what do we have going on here? Are you gonna recover? One second here. I just want to see if I can see what the hell is causing this to keep flicking out. Maybe I need a new... Okay, monitor? I feel like I need like a new... I use an HDMI like splitter It's the one I use for streaming my PS3 games, but I actually use it to extend the HDMI cable to reach over to my second monitor because my computer is on the far side of the desk. I feel like maybe I need a new one of those or a better pass-through or something like that, because it's definitely been cutting out occasionally, and I think that might be the weak point in my connections. Alright, quest list. Way to the world, in the sewers, crime and punishment, that's this, that. Okay, so right now, I actually don't have any quests available. Oh, they shut off everything. Okay, so this must be important. Even my side quests, like the turning in the books and stuff, isn't showing up right now, so I'm assuming whatever page needs to talk about is, like, very important. Also, speaking of outfits, I want to check something, because I was actually looking at my, oh, what's all this? A picture, 200 gold, another picture, flowers, and 98 gold.
Appears to be all
Very
of the
strange.
gifts.
I'm assuming that's just stuff
You have
random
a new
villagers have been
suit,
giving to
and
me.
I must say that anyone who sees you in this will be very impressed.
I mean, I do
Assuming
like
they
this,
weren't already rendered speechless
this
by your
robe is
ability to
pretty
shoot
darn
lightning
cool.
from your hands.
But there was an outfit that I was wearing on my character on my PC version that was slightly different, and I kind of want to see if I like that outfit better, or if I want to stick with this one. No. Yeah, if I take this jacket, give me just the upper body on this.
I
Yes,
should think
yes.
that coat will stand you in good stead for any masquerading you do.
And then if I go back down to here, right? And I go to the upper body. Okay. Yeah, we've got this kind of alternate upper body, which kind of reminds me of like Lucian's outfit in 2. And this one comes with tails and a much fancier, you know, frill along the bottom. We'll save this over here.
And it
So
will
we can
stay
either do
just
this
as
one,
it
which
is
comes with the
until
nice,
you
like,
alter it further.
the nice tie, or we've got this one over here with the, like, button-down front. They're both interesting. I think we'll stick with... I'll try this one out for a little bit and see what I think of it, though. Because, yeah, like, these are my two kind of go-to
Any other
outfits.
business to
And it's
attend
in black, of course. Go with a nice, stylish black coat. Alright. Where are we going here? Wait.
For king and country.
Are you taking me through the escape way? Out of town? Oh no, there is a way to just walk out of the castle's front gates into town. I didn't even realize that. I don't think I've ever actually left this way. Okay. So where are we? We're in the market here. Okay, that makes sense. That's like the old route you would have taken. Like if you were going to the castle in Fable 2. Hold up. I don't think people are very happy about the rent around here. Yeah. Yeah, people seem to hate me, which is likely due to the rent I'm charging them. That's fine, though. I'll live. Also, where's my dog? Dog? What are you doing over there? Okay. Dog's fine. Alright. Is there anything else? One sec. Let's just take a look at something.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Oh wait, no, you know what? I want to do the page thing first because it was locking me out of all the other quests, which makes me think that whatever page is doing is probably going to make it difficult to just function in general. So we'll do whatever her quest is. I've still got plenty of time to explore before it gets to the end of the game, like final lockout point. I do need to go and try to find the rest of the silver keys and see if I can wrap up any side quest stuff at some point here. Oh, it's Baz the Whore. Hold up, we gotta...
Those poor idiots in Morningwood are having a load of sewage dumped on them. All thanks to Reaver. There's no one quite like you.
What do you mean, all thanks to Reaver? It's all thanks to me. I'm the one dumping the sewage on Morningwood.
Oh, please, Your Majesty. Can I have your
Is,
autograph?
There we go.
Hey! Yeah.
Okay, keep him happy. Okay, perfect.
That's a pleasing thing to behold.
Off you go, Baz. Alright. Did I get this? There's a silver key that was like to the left here. I think I might have gotten it during one of the other side quests. I'm not actually sure. I haven't checked from this angle. Yes, okay, that was the one that I got when I was doing the other quest down in the sewers. Beautiful. Let's see what Paige wants to talk about. Like, why are we meeting down here? Hi, Paige.
It's
I haven't
not
been
every
too
day
mean to
a
you.
king walks into the rebel headquarters. You've changed the world since we last stood here.
You had a lot to do with it, Paige.
But we still haven't changed things enough. Without Logan's troops, crime is becoming a serious problem. There's one man in particular, Nigel Ferret. He's making this city his own.
Oh, yeah.
Every criminal in Bowerstone reports to him now. He's too powerful for me to deal with, and he's not easy to find. But I know how you can get to him.
Oh, we're stopping crime. Okay, sure. That's fine.
Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
I don't remember this quest. I wonder if this changes depending on whether or not you've been, like, helpful to the city or not. Because I think I've actually done both of the, both of the requests that Paige made, I think I sided with her. So, like, I've been pretty good to Bowerstone itself. Not so good to the outlying territories, but Bowerstone itself has been doing pretty well. I wonder if maybe that changes if you aren't normally that nice to Bowerstone. Because I do tend to side with Reaver on a lot of my playthroughs. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to check. Hold up. All my, like, achievement progress, like, blooped itself. Last
Welcome
part.
to the live room where you can interact with the larger world.
Like, it was saying my
Here,
quest
you can not only
progress was
ponder
like...
your own accomplishments,
Yeah, okay,
but
there we
also
go.
compare
Now it's back to where it
with
should
those
be.
of other
211 quests completed. It was saying I was only on, like, 2 or 3 last time, which was really weird. Okay. We're cool. Everything's good. My achievement progress has not been completely deleted. It was just loaded wrong. I think it was likely because of, me leaving the Xbox on for, like, an extended period of time again. I was a little worried about that. Alright. I was going to be a little annoyed if all of my, like, quest completion progress and gold amassed and all that was reset. Because I'm climbing up there among my my Xbox Live friends as far as how far along the totem pole I am. Alright.
Oh my.
What have we got
Help
here?
me, and you'll improve your morality.
Oh, a gift.
This is so
Nothing to report, Your Majesty.
Thank you for the gift there. Beautiful. And now, yeah, with no gnomes anymore, I can just kind of carry on with my day. I don't need to worry about having to track down garden gnomes. Alright. Also, what am I doing with... I remember this hammer is really good, but I need to upgrade it. And I don't know what specifically I need to do to upgrade it. Like, I don't remember if this is one of the ones that I'm going to need to go on, like, a massive village murder spree at some point. Entirely possible, but... Attacks made by dog. Okay. So if I get here, we're trying to stop bandits from looting the tavern, which, I mean, I do want to stop bandits from raiding the tavern because I own the tavern. And I charge people absurd amounts for their drinks there. I feel like they're basically just paying me like a protection fee, so gotta take care of that. Alright, press and hold. Wait for bits, I'll be lurking back in like 30 to 40. Alright, yeah, take it easy. I will be here.
If you
Oh.
cooperate, you won't get
Oh,
hurt.
this is a slightly higher
If you
stakes
give us any
situation than I
trouble,
thought.
we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The king, no less. Have at him, fellas.
You're gonna try to kill the king. This is a terrible plan. Like, why would you escalate to attempting to assassinate the king in, like, view of the public? This is a terrible idea. Alright, well.
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial. Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorized individual.
Okay, so that wasn't Nigel. I was a little like, man, Nigel, you're not very smart here, but no, that wasn't Nigel himself. We need to go deal with Nigel. Alright.
My lord.
So where's this gang hideout? Can't have this. Ah. Hello? If they're willing to hold up the king in broad daylight, that just won't do. Hello? Also, to be fair, I suppose I don't need to worry too much about, like, whether or not I accidentally hit endgame, because I've got enough money in the treasury, we're fine.
It does tend to obviate the entire objective of maintaining a secret hideout, if your enemies can simply infiltrate whenever they've the inclination. Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you. Expeditiously.
Huh?
Kill him! Fast!
Throne's gonna be...
Ow. Holy crap. Oh my god. Alright, are they dead? They're all dead. Fantastic. Oh. They actually lock a door well enough that I can't get through? Alright. We'll just go around. Capture Nigel Ferret. Are you guys, Oh, this is just sad. They don't have a chance. Okay, wait, do they have, like... It's funny, they do have unique posters. They've been defacing all of the royal posters down here. Alright. Nothing back behind the bar. I mean, this is a nice hideout, but there's not, like... I wanted loot.
I can't live one more day in this cell.
Can I just, like, let you out? Off you go. Back to paying rent.
This guy's rich. Working rough.
Okay. Keep exploring, see what we can find out here. Like, there's gotta be, like, treasure somewhere, right? What does this say? Why can't I read this note, and why is there just, like, a chicken locked in a cell? Do you think that's supposed to be, like, the chicken from the opening cutscene? I suppose it's possible. Alright, silver key, beautiful. Oh, that must be one of the silver keys. There were a bunch of silver keys that I didn't have in the market district. And I wonder if there's going to be a couple down here, like an area that I wasn't able to access previously. Because, yeah, there's a few areas that you can't access until you've, like, done some quests. So some of the silver keys and stuff I wouldn't even be able to find right now if I tried, you know, exploring. So maybe it is worth just, like, pushing through to get to the end game, because the only reason you ever really want to, like, hold off on going to the end game is because you wouldn't have enough gold to keep the kingdom alive. Well, I'm more than capable now.
I state with relative confidence that your efforts are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable. In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
Right. Listen to the fancy mouth on this guy. Alright, you're down. Ow. And you're down. Okay.
You haven't lost your touch. I'm surprised his men were foolish enough to fight you.
Now, truth be told, my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to offer, Ferret. It's over.
That pronouncement is objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency. Let me go free, and the money is yours.
Oh, $100,000 is not a substantial amount of currency. We're taking the good option just because that's an insult.
You royal miscreant! This grievous malefaction
Like
shall
more
be
than that in a single rent
rewarded
tick.
with equally grievous retribution.
Yeah, no, Nigel, that is not a good enough bribe. Criminal forces of Nigel Ferret have been defeated. Mr. Ferret himself remains locked in a cage for the rest of his life, which in the absence of food and water is bound to be quite short. Oh my god, that is quite a brutal punishment. Okay, so that did advance us again. We're down to 252 days left until the attack. Still more than enough money.
The treasury is simply bursting with wholesome, nutritious gold. I sometimes spend hours staring at this glorious accomplishment. Our wealth surpasses all expectations. I must congratulate you, Your Majesty. But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking laws. Under Logan's rule, our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure. And yet many respected members of the community think the law does not go far enough. They would like alcohol consumption wholly abolished among the commoners. They feel, rather reasonably, that it leads to improper behavior and raucous public spectacles. These concerned nobles are willing to pay handsomely for the change in policy. Meanwhile, the commoners themselves would like the restrictions completely lifted, claiming they infringe upon their freedom and their rights. You cannot please everyone, Your Majesty, but you must make a decision.
Well, we're gonna remove the drink limit. That's easy.
As you wish. Let the streets be filled with poor, drunken revelers.
Yes.
Perhaps it will take their minds off their impending doom. This will leave a noticeable gap in our budget, however.
Why would that make things
If you are feeling particularly
worse?
generous,
Like,
you may
we can
wish to
tax
make a
alcohol
personal
and
donation
then sell
to
more of
bridge
it.
that gap. Let us move on to other
This
matters,
would make us
Your
more
Majesty.
money.
You have a busy day in the throne room ahead.
Okay. Proposal to drain Bower Lake. Possibility of reopening Brightwall Academy. Meet with a concerned and wealthy citizen. Alright. Let's see.
Samuel, the head of the Brightwall Academy, is ready to plead his case. I sincerely hope he isn't after a handout, though I'm sure Master Reaver will be the voice of reason, as always.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I think I know what I'm doing with all of these two, so this should be a pretty easy day. How's the overall quest situation looking? Temple's Treasure. Oh, I don't think I've done that quest. We may have a new quest down in the, down in Aurora. Beautiful. What is Aurora looking like, by the way? Yeah, I definitely haven't been there, so that looks like maybe there's... Maybe that'll be where those silver keys are. Or maybe until I get to that gold key out in the Shifting Sands. That might be how you get to the gold key out in the Shifting Sands. That would be very useful. How many silver keys do I have left? I had 2 in Aurora, 1 in Shifting Sands, 1 in Brightwall. We've got 4 in Millfield still. That seems odd. There's 1 in Driftwood. Really? I thought I'd been pretty thorough in exploring Driftwood. 1 in Bowerstone Market still. And 1 in Bowerstone Industrial. And 1 in Morningwood. Okay, we might have to do a bit of a silver key roundup at the end. Maybe we'll do that after the end of the game, though. That should be fine, right?
Yay!
Alright. Head on through here.
To attention for
Perfect.
the King of Albion.
Let's see what we got today.
Today you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty. Samuel will speak for the town and its scholars. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, it was your father who opened the doors to Albion's greatest seat of learning. Under his rule, knowledge and culture flourished, and so did the people of Brightwall. I ask only that you return to the wisdom of those days. Your brother closed the academy down, but it is in your hands to restore it.
There is no greater proponent of the arts than myself, and I celebrate knowledge in all its forms. But our people are frightened and confused. The last thing they need is knowledge. Allow them the benefit of ignorance. Let only those who are truly prepared make use of the academy. The elite of our society will pay handsomely to indulge in erudition.
Is that literally the best you've got, Reaver?
We'll be able to afford to learn.
Precisely. Why give wisdom away when one can charge for it?
What do you
Oh
wish
no
to
no
do,
no
Your
no no no
Majesty?
no! We're not charging for entrance to the academy. That's a no.
The Brightwall Academy will be open to all who wish to learn.
The Brightwall Academy shall be reopened, and Albion will once again have a free center of learning.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. This is the start of a new day for us all.
Very well. I will make the arrangements at once.
Perfect. All right.
Stimulate your intellect in the newly reopened Brightwall Academy. Suckle the knowledge from the land's greatest minds and avail yourself of the best library ever assembled. Everyone, from the most impoverished genius to the wealthiest idiot, is welcome. Brightwall Academy. Whatever you earn, it's the place to learn.
Ooh.
Court summons Page and Riva. The matter before you today is the future of Bower Lake. Riva will offer his proposal. Page will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake has found that the waterbed is rich in valuable metals. Now, as amusing as it would be to make workers hold their breath as they mine these resources, I fear it would be impractical. Instead, we have no choice but to dam the river and drain the lake of all water. Once that is done, we will have a ready-made quarry, ripe for the plucking. It will be a pity to disfigure the landscape so close to my former home, but it is a sensible course of action in light of our current needs.
Bower Lake is the last piece of natural beauty remaining in Bowerstone. It belongs to our history and should be protected. Don't take it away from us. You'll be taking away part of this city's soul with it.
Oh, really?
Now that we've finally freed the people of this city, are we going to destroy the one place they can find peace?
Okay.
The decision is yours to make, Your
So, if you drain the lake for a mine, it does open a new cave, and I did with Aurora say, like, I do like caves.
Do we really need to weigh up the merits of removing a few buckets of
There's
water
a slight...
when the rewards are so great?
What do I want to do here? So...
Are you willing to throw away our most precious landscape?
With Bower Lake, the only thing you're giving up is a chest with some generic loot in it and a dig spot.
Once this war is over,
I think we're going to reject the
lake can be
proposal and keep the lake
refilled and
looking
all the-
nice.
Page is right.
I was like, there's no, like,
We must
silver
protect our
keys or
natural
legendary
sources.
weapons or anything like that.
Bower Lake is to be left untouched.
The king has ruled.
We'll keep the lake
Bower
looking
Lake's
nice.
natural beauty is hereby protected by order of the crown.
You can drain it, and there's like a new... It'll, like, drain all the water out of the lake and
Let's
there'll be a
show the
mine.
world Albion is
But it
worth
makes
defending.
Bower Lake and Millfield
Is
just look
a
awful.
pretty view worth more than a treasury full of gold?
Yes, because
I bow to your greater wisdom.
I have plenty of gold, Reaver. You all don't seem to notice we've got 30 million gold available.
Someone whose home has overlooked the resplendent Bower Lake, I am pleased to declare the official protection of this natural wonder. May its water drown anyone who doesn't appreciate its beauty.
Alright.
I trust the court was not too dull today. In any case, I'm confident your final task will be most enjoyable. A loyal and wealthy member of our community has offered to make a sizable donation to our treasury. Her only request is that you go to Millfields to make the collection in person. A perfect chance to stretch your legs, Your Majesty.
Okay, off to Millfields, that's easy enough. Let's go take care of that. I do apparently have, like, 4 silver keys out there that I've still somehow not found. I don't entirely understand how. And maybe this will open up that last house out there. There was a house in Millfields that I don't own yet, and I don't understand how.
Hello, sir.
Awaiting your command. At your orders, sir.
Alright. I'm assuming it's just straight on ahead. I think you just go out,
Everything all right?
Stop, I violated the law! Oh no. I'm always gonna hear that in Wes Johnson's voice. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Man, he was such a great is, I don't want to say was, is such a great voice actor. I still haven't gotten far enough in Starfield. He's in there. He's in Starfield as one of the corporate CEOs. I haven't bumped into him yet. I need to play some more of that at some point. I've kind of gotten distracted. I've had a chance to chat with him a couple times on like social media, and he's a really, really nice guy. Speaking of celebrities' interactions on social media, I just got my one of my posts about Ahsoka liked by the actor who played Ezra. It's like, that's great. He was fantastic. I think I'm gonna probably butcher the pronunciation of his name here. Iman Esfandi, I think it is. Iman Esfandi. He was phenomenal in that. I am so happy they picked him as the casting choice because he just knocked it out of the park. And I hope he is enjoying fan reception to the show. Yeah, I'm useful. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I would like to stream Oblivion at some point too. I did stream Oblivion a little bit back when I first started streaming, like regularly, like 2 years ago. I think I only did like 2 parts of it though. It was really early on. It was when I was streaming during like the day in my time. I'm doing well. I had a good week. It was sorry I wasn't streaming as much as I normally do. I was actually setting up around the house for having a couple people over to watch the Ahsoka finale. It was quite fun. I had a really good time with it. Where? Okay. It says there are like... Yeah, Oblivion's the right step. I do want to also go and take a look at the Morrowind expansions at some point as well. Like Tribunal and Blood Moon. So probably before Oblivion, I'd like to do Tribunal and Blood Moon. And Oblivion's really great. The only downside to like streaming Oblivion is that it's significantly less stable than either Morrowind or Skyrim. That era of like creation engine games is very prone to crashing. So I would have to be prepared to deal with some crashes. A game called Project Wingman. Haven't heard of it. My friend Jeff was just showing me a little bit of Sea of Stars, and that looks really cool too. I kind of want to check that out. And apparently I own it on Game Pass, so I could just start playing it at some point here. It looks like a kind of old Chrono Trigger meets Mario RPG kind of RPG thing, and I love those old JRPGs. Okay, hold up. I just want to look around a little bit here. Okay, wait. There's a bunch of... Oh, God, there's a bunch of crows. Ace Combat. Oh. Oh, I love Ace Combat. Okay, that's got my attention. I will be adding that to my... 9 out of 10 on Steam. I will be adding that to my... Oh, what? Screw that. One sec. I'm pulling this up on Steam, actually, so I don't miss it. Oh, Project Wingman, you said? Ooh. Whoa. Because, yeah, I'm a big Ace Combat fan. Project Wingman. Oh, yeah, this looks a lot like Ace Combat. And it's got VR support? Ooh. Okay. And the recommended system requirements are almost exactly my PC. That's funny. Alright, that's one to go on the list. Yeah, that looks really good. Oh, we've got Balverines. Hold up, I should probably deal with the Balverines before they kill all my nobles. Quit killing people that pay me rent. Alright. Is there... Where are the rest of the silver keys out here? It says I'm missing like 4 silver keys out here somehow. Maybe I'll just go... Maybe I'll go do this and see if this leads me to like a new area. I suppose it's possible. This is gonna like open up a new area. I actually don't... I don't remember if I finished Ace Combat 7. I think I did. I think I finished Ace Combat 7's main story, but I don't think I went and did like, you know, like unlocked all the unlocks on the skill tree. Because it had a really big skill tree. Like there's a ton of stuff you could unlock in that. The last one I like 100% like completely finished was 6. My friend apparently is really good and very pretty. Yeah, I mean it looks great. It looks a lot like Ace Combat, which is... Yeah, Ace Combat's fantastic. And yeah, I played a ton of Ace Combat 6.
Look, I know where the thief is. He fled into the woods.
Madam, I understand you want to recover what you've lost, but those woods are simply too dangerous. It would be suicide to enter them without combat experience, or training, or skill.
I don't want to enter them. I want you to.
Right. I was talking about me.
Oh, just forget it. Ah, Your Majesty, it's such an honor to have you here. If only fate hadn't conspired to make me look like a fool. I so wanted to make a contribution to the noble cause. What's the use of a priceless heirloom if we're all going to perish in who knows what frightful way? I had taken the statuette out of the family vault, ready for your visit, only for a common thief to take it in broad daylight. Can you believe it, Your Majesty? The thief ran into the woods, and naturally the soldiers are too scared to follow. Why must the uneducated be so superstitious? But you know no such fear, do you? Find the villain, Your Majesty. He has stolen more than a statue. He takes with him the future of our kingdom.
Alright, well, let's go track down this thief. Probably about a 20-hour game. Oh!
Your Majesty. The soldiers may
I might do a one-off on it and then just play it in my free time, to be honest. It's like the kind of game I would probably enjoy in my free time more than I would enjoy on a stream. And I do want to. I need more games to play in my free time. Actually, I don't need more games to play in my free time. I have too many games already. But that is likely one I would do in my free time. I'm already behind on Starfield and Cyberpunk. I still haven't even gotten to Phantom Liberty and Cyberpunk. I've got there's so much to play right now. So many games to play and not enough time. Thankfully, all my TV shows have ended now, so I don't need to worry about that. Why is it leading me to her? Here we go. Alright. And I'll assume the fact that everybody that I see around here is just wandering around vomiting is because I just removed the alcohol limit. So now I have an entire kingdom of drunks. Probably not ideal, but it's fine. Okay. Dog, lead me to this stolen item. Oh, hello. Ooh. I saw that people were saying this new Assassin's Creed is only supposed to be like a 10 to 17 hour like main quest, which I'm very fond of. It's one of the reasons I never got around to the newer Assassin's Creeds.
Follow the white Balverine.
Actually, I put a period between two words. I think it's fine. Alright, follow the white Balverine. Keep it moving. Yeah, Mirage is looking really good. Which again, like, there's another game I'm never gonna have time for. I still haven't played the streamed God of War Ragnarok, or played God of War Ragnarok. And I've also managed to avoid all spoilers for God of War Ragnarok, so I know nothing about the game yet. Maybe after I take a look at the like Metal Gear Solid collection, I'll do Ragnarok. That might be a good spot to fit that in. I'm hoping 2024 will ease up on the release schedule a little bit. 23's been banging.
Prepare to meet your... Oh, I'm so sorry. For a moment there, I thought you were a Balverine. Damn things are always trying to get through our defenses. We burn silver nitrate in those lamps to keep them out. Kills them pretty quick if they hang around for too long. If a lamp goes out, well, I don't like to think what might happen then. One went out just recently, but we got it lit again fast. The man responsible, this bloke Connor, got punished. Severely. Before he disappears into the forest, he tells us there's gonna be a reckoning. He's probably in 25 different stomachs right now. That's my reckoning. You can come on out, everyone! It's safe!
Okay. So the town's looking a little under siege.
Greetings, your majesty. Greetings, my lord.
I'm gonna guess that this white Balverine is this guy Connor. And he's gonna want me to go in there and sabotage all the torches so that they can take over the town. But that would decrease my rent, you see. And I don't want to decrease my rent. Alright, what do we got? Hello.
Your Majesty, I've been expecting you. You've been through the village, have you? Charming hamlet. It's full of warm, wonderful people who'll give you the shirt off their back and condemn you to death for one simple mistake. Anyone can fall asleep on watch. You exile him into this forest and call it justice? But enough about that. You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. It did everything the legend said it would. And now I don't need it anymore. It's funny how things change. So if you want to take it back to that prig in Millfields, it's yours. Nearly free of charge. All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns. Then the village will get a taste of justice. The choice is yours. And it's a simple one. How simple? If you decline, my brothers will kill you.
Oh, well this is easy. I'm defending the village because I don't want to lose the rent.
I suppose it was too much to hope for.
Stalker 2, yeah.
Still, your choice won't
There's
save
a
the
few
village.
titles in 2024
Now
that I'm
I'm
looking
the leader
forward
of the
to,
pack,
but
we've got some brains to go with our brawn. We'll lose a few of the weaker members, but we'll deal with those lanterns on our own. In the meantime, killing you will be a good way to, shall we say, get the blood flowing.
hello, Queen Nyx. How's it going? Oh. I feel like, again, this is going to be very easy. Alright, let's defend the village. Can't collect rent from dead villagers. Also, seriously, man, this combat music's so good. Soundtrack to this game was really top-notch. Alright, hello. Oh, look out.
No, please. Let me live, please. I'm begging you.
Alright, we got him. Beautiful. Oh, wait. We got one more in the back. Quit killing my renters. Oh.
You are stronger than I imagined, Your Majesty, but not strong enough. Prepare yourself for death.
Okay. That was a little bit of a goofy looking transformation sequence, but we get the point. Ow. Alright. Job's done.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've saved us from certain destruction. We're in your debt. You'll always be welcome here, should you wish to return. Connor had this on him. It looks like a Balverine. It's yours if you want it.
The white one. Statue of the White Balverine. Alright. Let's carry on. I think we've basically gotten everything out of this place, too. So we can go turn this in. I need to find the rest of the silver keys out there. We're going to need to do like a silver key roundup at some point here. I think when we get to like the end of the last day before the big attack, we'll try and do the silver key roundup. That seems like a sensible time to do it. I don't think it matters if you do it after the attack. So if I forget and we end up having to do it after the attack, that should be fine. I don't think anything gets like permanently destroyed or becomes inaccessible after the attack, so shouldn't be too big of a deal. And there is definitely, you know, a post-game. You can continue to just play around afterwards. Although I don't know if the DLC just automatically kicks off at the end of the game. I don't remember how Trader's Keep starts. I know the opening bit of it has to do with, like, it happens in the throne room, but I don't remember what happens after the throne room bit. Alright. Millfield, fantastic. You turn in this statue.
You're back. Did you find the thief? Did you recover the statue?
I did.
Of course he did. He is the king, and thus infallible.
Also, what is he doing
If you will
here?
hand the statue to me, Your Majesty, I will endeavor to appraise it.
Yeah, why is Hobson here?
My lord?
You found it? Oh, I can barely contain my tears. Oh, excuse me, Your Majesty. I can't let you see me this way. And please, make good use of it.
Oh, absolutely, I'll make good use of it. I'm keeping it.
Nobles, always so melodramatic. As for this little item, it is every bit as valuable as I hoped it would be. The profit shall make a welcome addition to the treasury. Unless, of course, well, it is your statue now. You could always opt to keep the proceeds for yourself and administer them as you see fit. What do you wish to do, my king?
Oh, I'm keeping the money, because the treasury's already fully funded.
And who could begrudge you such a trinket? Did you not risk your life to recover it? I will make sure it fetches a good price, Majesty.
Beautiful. Alright. Save the entire village from Balverines. Your selfishness may bring the people of Albion closer to annihilation. It will not bring the people of Albion closer to annihilation. I have already fully funded the attack, game. You can't guilt me with money anymore. I am completely immune to whatever guilt trips you want. Doesn't matter if you do it. Trader's Keep becomes available pretty much after the main attack, but only if you start the quest. Okay, cool.
It fills one's heart with confidence and supreme satisfaction to see the treasury filled to the brim. I have taken to sleeping beneath the gold and can report nothing but restful nights. As for today's first order of business, you may have heard about the dire situation the kingdom's economy finds itself in. Logan's policies always kept our cities on the edge of bankruptcy, and the panic caused by the fast-approaching darkness has only exacerbated the situation. I'm afraid the only way to stop this slide into ruin is to bail out Bowerstone's financial institutions. The people are looking at you to save them from economic disaster. But remember that doing so may condemn them to a much darker and bloodier fate. What shall we do, Your Majesty?
Okay, that's fine. Let the we'll bail them out again. No reason not to.
You are such a giving, magnanimous person. Very well, I will make the arrangements. Life will be easier for your subjects for a while, but the treasury will not easily recover. I only hope we haven't thrown away our chances of survival. Of course, you can always replenish our gold supply.
Dragoon's Eye, hey, welcome back. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's having fun.
With today's agenda.
Give me 1 second here to give you a shout out here. Diablo 2 Resurrected, fantastic. How's it going? How far are you? And like, what class are you playing? Consider proposal to build a military outpost. Rule in the future of Mist Peak. All right.
Kaelin, the representative for the Auroran people, has requested an audience with you. The court awaits in the throne room.
Oh, this is an Auroran request. Interesting. Also, man, look at this pile of money. It's fantastic. Barbarian, okay. Excellent. What build? Oh man, I haven't messed around with a Diablo 2 Barb in a long time. 2,000 hours in of about 4,000 hours total. Fantastic. Oh yeah, Diablo is one of those games. Is this the last day? No way. This can't be the last day, is it?
At your command.
We really already at the last day? Oh my god. I'll be in a little farther. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Holy Grail still have 50 items left. I'm not familiar with that term.
It's the great ruler. Hello.
I didn't follow a lot of the community forums and stuff back in the day in Diablo 2, so I don't know a lot of the like the user-created challenges.
The King of Albion.
Rune words are 1,000 hours minimum. Oh, yeah, rune words can get extremely time-consuming.
Decide how much protection to grant Aurora.
Huh, I didn't even notice it was day 121. I thought we had a while left to go.
Riva will stand against her.
Every unique item in the game. Got it. Okay.
Your Majesty, as you know, the threat from the deserts that surrounds my city has not diminished. The darkness could fall upon us once more at any moment. Aurora is part of your kingdom now, and I ask that you grant us protection. Build a desert outpost that can warn my people should the crawler attack. It shall allow us to leave the city in time and ensure the survival of your loyal subjects.
Okay, why would I not do this?
I've never heard such
Down to getting about one item every 2 or 3 days. Oh, yeah, getting specific
taverns under
uniques
the
can be
sea,
very
or
taxing.
crops on mountain peaks.
Endgame item hunting
Is
is
a foolhardy suggestion. Why should
not
our
for the faint of
valiant
heart.
soldiers suffer sunstroke and chapped lips in a distant land when they could be protecting the people of this very city? Is it really
Welcome back,
worth
Ghosty.
risking the lives of all the people outside these walls for a mere alarm system? Of course not. Let us leave the funds and the soldiers where they belong, right here.
No, I'm building an outpost to
Darkness
warn me ahead of
poses a
time.
threat to us all. But Aurora has already suffered more than its fair share. The final decision rests with you, Your Majesty.
Yeah, no, we're building the fort. A lot of items I can probably get in a day as well, which in rough cases about 20 items.
to build this
You could just farm normal and Dario for,
King's
right?
decision is final.
Oh, that's that's
A
easy.
military
Then.
outpost
So,
shall be
for
erected
20
in the
items.
deserts that
The remaining
surround Aurora.
38.
We shall not
Like, what are some of the
forget
what are some of the
this
items you're
gesture.
particularly not looking forward to,
Aurora
or I guess
thanks
particularly looking forward to seeing drop?
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved.
Like, have you got SOJ yet, or
It shall be done.
Future of Mist Peak? 30 are gonna take like 6 months, yeah, for sure.
To present an exotic tale
Ooh.
of romance, adventure, and
I don't think I've ever actually seen this.
outpost.
2 SOJs. Woohoo! Very
Bring
cool.
forth Sabine of the Mist Peak Dwellers. Today, you decide on the fate of Mist Peak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
I come here seeking nothing but what was promised me and my people. You pledged to restore our home mountains and our right to dwell in them. We have fulfilled our end of the bargain. We have paid with
You
our
must have
lives to
quite
sit
the
you on
magic
that
find to
throne.
build Dragoon tie, because
Now you
I've
must
never found
fulfill your
one.
end. Undo the damage your brother did to our land, and our agreement shall be satisfied.
Granted, I
Your
didn't
Majesty,
expend
this
much
sounds
time
both an
magic farming.
unnecessary expense and an impudent demand. What value is there in a few trees languishing amongst snow and rock? This is not the time to indulge some idyllic fantasy.
525,
Those
oh my
forests are
god,
a
that's
resource,
fantastic.
And we are in dire need of resources. I propose we expand on your brother's initiative and take what nature offers so readily.
800 on the
Sail away,
barbarian, oh
and
my
I will
god.
transform the worthless wasteland of Mist Peak into assets we can use to defend Albion.
These hands are not yet so old or weak that I can't wring that pretty little neck of yours, Reaver.
The refined retort of a true mountain goat.
You made a promise to Sabine.
Okay, I'm not
But it's
converting
up to
Mist
you
Peak
whether you
into
decide to honor it.
more assets for Reaver. I think we're fine. Anything with 350s and negative. Yeah, I was like, the diminishing returns is definitely
keep my promise to
definitely
the dwellers.
noticeable in Diablo 2.
The
On
Mist Peak
basically every
Mountains
stat,
will
there's
be
very,
restored.
very strong diminishing
This
returns
peak
after a
shall
certain
become
point.
a protected region, and the dwellers shall be granted.
And yeah, this is like, I
authority
think we're
over
almost
its
at the end of the
forests
game here. This is
and
like going to be the
resources.
final boss
You
very
are
shortly.
true to your word
Or the
and
final
your
sequence,
honor.
I suppose you could say.
The dwellers will stand by you till the end.
Alright, future of Mist Peak.
The forests of Mist Peak are our greatest national treasure, and now, thanks to Reaver,
Oh, Fable's fantastic. I've been really enjoying playing through all of these again.
splendor, dwellers
3's my favorite one, so like I'm having a blast with this.
roam, laugh, and kill each other as nature intended. Who needs all that lumber?
I did Fable 2. How did I do that on PC? I did not. I did it on Xbox One. I wish there was a way to do Fable 2 on PC, but I just used the capture card and played it on my Xbox One.
Happy
I actually
anniversary,
picked up an Xbox
Majesty.
One X specifically to play
One year
Fable
as King
2
of
because it
Albion.
has
Doesn't
graphical
time
enhancements on the
just
Xbox One X.
fly? To celebrate this momentous day, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait. Then, you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city. Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of course. Let's see. You will also be fitted for...
Oh. Time for the portal. This is it. We're going into the end. And this is, yeah, the ending is a little abrupt. It doesn't give you very much warning that, like, this is going to be the end of the game. Like, I missed it. I didn't even realize it was on day 121, and I knew to look for day 121. Get to bed? Yeah, for sure. Good luck on the magic find. I'll have to
face the darkness.
Wait a second here.
But you will do so in your true form. Over the past year, you have made
Give me
decisions
just
that
a
reveal
moment.
your nature, and which have affected the lives
I don't
of
know if
all
I've
your
ever actually
subjects.
remembered to log
You
back
have
in
done
and
what
throw
many
you a
would have thought
follow,
impossible.
and I want to make sure I do
Not
that.
only
There
have
we
you
go.
raised an army to protect your people, but you have
Wait a
accomplished
minute.
this while acting
Dragoon
as a
tie.
noble, benevolent, and popular ruler. But you are more than
Your
a
profile picture, what is that?
You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, all your efforts will
Oh,
have
that's
been
something
in
your wife.
vain.
That's fantastic.
Now go. Do what you were born to do.
For a second, I thought that was supposed to be Alfarius from 40K. That's even cooler. It looks really good. Alright. We've got my magical wings. We're all set. I can go ahead and upgrade my weapons to the end. Melee weapon level 5. Every possible combat upgrade I can get is fully upgraded. The only things I haven't bothered to throw the seals at here are upgrading the little work mini games to the max. Which, like, I don't care. I'm never gonna get around to doing those. I have no reason to bother working on this character. What are we at? 95? You know what? That said, can I afford to just do this? Okay, upgrade this. Yeah, get some sleep. And yeah, I've got you followed now, so hopefully if I see you online playing some Diablo 2, I can stop in and watch some of that, because I do enjoy watching some endgame Diablo 2. Barbarian's a fun class. Alright! I think once I get another, like, 40 seals, that's it. I can get the end of it. Okay, wait, not here. I want to go... Am I going this way? Is there a shortcut here? Yeah, travel to the exit portal. There we go. Beautiful. And there's my character in the end. The final outfit we wore. All set to go. Also, do I get... If I do a magic cast now, do I get the wings? Do I have to actually be targeting something to get the wings? Like, you will get wings if you, like, do a flourish or something against an enemy. So, but apparently you have to have an enemy. That's fine. Days left until attack 1. All right. What have we got?
It's here. The darkness.
Oh, Logan's
has
here.
Reached Power Stone. Reports indicate that our defenses were able to hold off the worst of the first attack. But if we don't act quickly, even the armies we prepared for this day will not be enough.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
For Albion!
Alright, let's do it. I didn't realize Logan actually joined you for that.
You will defend the city with your lives!
Nice one! You've been shot!
Alright, hold up. Clear him out.
Sure you felt that.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
No armor is stopping you, is it? It's here. It's here. Does that thing ever
Oh. Walter's getting a little panicked. I mean, he did have a really bad time of it last time we ran into this thing.
I'm taking some serious punishment here.
How's it going? Oh!
The Lightbringers have come to save our people.
This is the kingdom of unlight now. This is the kingdom of death.
Okay. Oh man, the crawler's such a cool enemy. Oh. Yeah, it sounds like Walter's fallen apart a little bit. Alright, clear them all out.
You really want to take on the army, eh? So be it then. Get ready to die. Don't listen to it. It will drive you insane. Don't listen.
I don't suppose there's a way to get a good ending for Walter, is there? Because I always end up with a bad ending for Walter. And if there's a way to get a good ending, I would love to know about it. Oh, Jesus.
Dead fingers whisper. Dead fingers claw at 1,000,000 eyes. You have done such hurtful things. The people you know shall rejoice in your death.
Oh, this is so good. Get him!
We drink the sounds you give us. The cries of your young. The gurgle, freshly riven.
Alright, keep it moving.
We give thanks for your desperation.
Oh my god, there's so many of them. Where's Logan, by the way? Is he with us? Okay, no. We didn't bring Logan out to the front lines with us. We should have. I feel like Logan's probably a halfway competent combatant. Oh! Okay, those things are dangerous. Put that back. Pigeons swarming around me? Yeah. Yeah.
With the bone gleam shining from your broken bodies. It is a transgression against the night.
Ah, man, the crawler's so cool. Like, as much as I love Jack of Blades as an enemy, this is easily the most intimidating villain they've ever had in the series. I wish there was more lore to, like, back it up.
For that is the most blessed state of being. It is our gift to you.
Have you ever stick together? We have to stick together.
Dark Guardian shall come.
Oh my god. Oh, there's Logan.
Of your loved ones now.
And Elise.
Never
And what's the Swift? Yeah. Ah, it's so good.
I can feel it. We're getting close to that thing. Where are you? Show yourself!
The lost sheep returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind.
Oh.
Do you see? Do you see what you have allowed? We are all shadows now.
Hey, can't get through!
I have killed so many of you already.
Well, sorry, Walter.
Make it end! Make it end!
Is there any, like, trick to this? That tasted good. Yeah.
Don't hold back! Don't! I'm ready!
Ah, this sucks.
Why did you...
Well.
I'm sorry. Oh, you took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time. But it's light now. I can see the sky. And it's light. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Yeah, it sucks that
You
Walter
remember
dies in the end of
stories
this.
I tell you when you were a child. There was a great king once. The mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say?
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud, boy. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
Oh, Logan's here for this too. All right. That's it.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking tall and stony. I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I return to my own castle. If ever you need to save the world from another
Walter got
abomination, you know
stoned.
where to find me.
Walter was right about you. You're a hero in every sense of the word.
Is Logan gonna get dialogue for this?
The hero Albion needed.
What will you do now?
I will continue to serve you the best way I can. I belong down in the city. The people there will always need help. Goodbye, my king.
You have done what I thought impossible.
Oh, he does?
You are the ruler I could never be. You don't need me anymore. And Albion will heal easier without me.
Well, King, old chum, ruler supreme, pal, you did it. You saved the kingdom. And it's time I said my goodbyes. I'm not cut out to be a general. And I think I'd like to start travelling again. Or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in Industrial. But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
All right. How's it going, Teresa?
This is the world as it could have been. Devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so, and you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you, and you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people. And you did so, even in the face of great danger. You understood, as your brother did, that Aurora was a doomed land from the start.
Oh.
Saving Albion was
Rip.
always more important. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, King.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.
Alright. And yeah, I wonder where Logan is off to. I'm wondering if it's the same place that Reaver and oh, what's the hero of Will from Fable 2? Garth headed off to. Because I remember they mentioned they were going to like another kingdom at the end of Fable 2. Alright, that's it. The end of Fable 3, although there is still one bit of story. There's the Trader's Keep DLC, which is honestly really good. It's a really fun DLC. And we've got to finish up wrapping up all the silver keys, and we've got to go and do all any side quests we've got around here. Done the impossible, save the kingdom while suffering virtually no losses. Places you among the greatest leaders of all time. Your people love you and consider it an honor to be the subjects of such a magnificent hero. I wonder if that actually makes people love me, like if it offsets all the horrendous rent increases. You can't bring me down, I think? Oh, hold up. Is that what I think it is? Hold up. I think that's the achievement.
You have accomplished something quite
for completing the game without dying. One
Fancy
sec.
a bit of counting, do you?
Superhero. No. Let's just look for this real quick. You can't bring me down. There it is. Got all the way to the end without being knocked out. There was that one time in the desert. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. But yeah, complete the entire game without dying.
Will be recorded here. That seems to be the way of it.
All done. Also, I don't know if there's supposed to be trophies that go in there. There's a few spots here that I don't have trophies. Like the lower right and then these two here. I wonder if there's supposed to be something that like fills those in at some point. If I've missed some. Very strange. Alright. What else do we have available now? Let's take a look. Samarkand. Yeah, that was it. I guess that makes it. Yeah, that's like my only thing I could think of that maybe he would go to Samarkand. What is the quest in the castle? Is that Trader's Keep? Yeah, Trader's Keep, Throne of Blood. Okay. We don't want to start that just yet. Bowerstone Industrial. What do I have for quests here? Apprehend an escaped criminal. That's a repeatable quest that'll be going on effectively forever. There's another quest available somewhere here, though. Where is it? Ah, hello. Find a volunteer, put them to work in the factory. Okay, so that's just another repeatable quest, I believe. What is this? Well, we'll check it out. I have a feeling that's literally just a repeatable, like, drag somebody to work in the factory. This is just find a criminal. Yep, that's another just repeatable quest. Millfields. Hello. Hobnobbing with Hobbs. Take Dan's Munrir to a Hob cave so we can study the creatures. Well, that sounds new. And yes, of course, knock up the rent again, thank you. We've got a new quest there. I've also got to find a few more silver keys out there, so that might be a good starting point. Got a silver key there. I've got turning in books over there. And we've got whatever's going on at the temple down here. Wait, 6 quests available? What? Help the temple recover an important icon. Auroran Explorer needs funding for an ambitious new expedition. Follower of an Auroran prophet wants you to deliver a package to the desert. Find a volunteer. Okay, that's just fine. That's a repeatable one. My God, there's a bunch of stuff to do down in Aurora. Priestess Mara needs help restoring the lost treasure of her people. Businessman is an interesting proposition for you. Well, Okay, so we need to go do a bunch of stuff down in Aurora. I think we start down here. This is going to be the start of where we're going to start clearing out all the side content. I'm imagining I've got probably another stream's worth of like clearing out side content to do, and then probably 2 streams of all the stuff with Trader's Keep. Okay, what are you?
It's buried out there somewhere. I know it is. Somewhere
Start
in
with
the
this.
burning sands. If only it wasn't so dangerous. Oh, Your Majesty, perhaps you can help. The temple here in Aurora commissioned me, Himmelkar, archaeologist extraordinaire, to retrieve a holy relic of theirs that was lost in the desert centuries ago. I found the general area in which the relic is said to lie. It is remote and infested with terrible creatures. But you are truly mighty. You can fight these things. If you could retrieve the relic, the temple will be very grateful, I'm sure. You see, it's a statue of a long-dead Auroran hero called Tanar the Great. Once recovered, they'll display it prominently in the temple. This is a very important piece of Aurora's history. Of course, all those who worship at the temple will know it was you who found the relic. This will earn their loyalty. So, Your Majesty, will you venture across the burning sands in search of the statue?
Yes, okay. That was quite the spiel he gave me. He really had to sell me on that.
The people will be very pleased, Your Majesty. Remember, the desert is very dangerous. Do be careful. Especially once you have the relic.
My god. Alright, hold up. I couldn't help but notice before we started quite the spiel there. There was a key in the background, which I definitely want to make sure I'm getting. Also, anything else floating around here? What are we looking at? Have I not been up here before? Apparently I haven't. And is that the last key I needed to find in Aurora proper? I guess I won't worry about it. We'll just kind of explore as we go. If I find any more, like, any more stuff, cool. And if not, we'll just pull up a guide at the end. If I need to pull up a guide at the end of this and, like, use a guide to wrap up the last few keys, I'm not worried about that. I was like, I don't want to sit there and spend my time, retracing my steps across every square inch of the map looking for, like, the last 2 or 3 keys. So I think what we'll do is we'll just try to finish up all the quests, and then if I haven't found any silver keys by the time we finish up the quests, we'll just go ahead and pull up a guide and tick off any last silver keys that I haven't found. So yeah, let's just head out here. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Perfect. Alright, keep dancing around. I mean, plenty of Desert Furies to clear out. Okay. And I think it was leading me this way? Yeah, we're going this way. And yeah, we can check out this fort, too. I built this military fort out here, and I don't think I've ever actually seen this. I tend to pick evil options when I'm playing Fable 3. Not gonna lie, it's very rare that I play Fable 3 as a more light side than dark side character. So some of the nice stuff in this game, I tend to miss. Like, actually, Millfields is usually a horrible pit in my playthroughs. I can never say no to doing the evil option in Aurora just because there's a weapon chest side to it. And, like, I'm not passing up a weapon chest in this game. There's so few of them anyway. there anything up here? Like, what's this back here? Is there anything hiding? No? Okay. Alright, it's gonna send me through my little fort. Let's check this out. Okay. I don't think there's any, like, unique items tied to this, so I don't think there's gonna be, like, any silver keys or anything in these buildings.
Greetings, sir.
It's cool having this little fort here, though. Yeah, like, this normally isn't here for me. I just want to take a peek and see if we got anything, like, anything interesting. No? Alright. Wait, my dog sees treasure. Come on, dog. Lead the way. Where are we heading? Oh! You get a chest. Large Auroran ring. Alright, that's fine. This also reminds me a lot of the Act 2 music from Diablo 2. Oh god! Okay. So I guess it's a good thing that we have a guardhouse out here. And I managed to save my guards. Fantastic. Where is this gonna take me? Honestly, I have no idea what to expect out of these quests. It's been so long since I've, like, played endgame, like, side quests in this game. Like, I think the last time I made it here, I was supposedly just trying to, like, replay Trader's Keep, so I just kind of jumped straight into that. Oh, God. Alright. You're all done. Perfect. Dog's got something going on. Oh, that's the statue. That was literally it. Come out here to a dig spot, find the statue, head back. Alright, you know what? We'll just teleport back using the map. Not gonna walk all the way back. That was maybe a little underwhelming. Yes. Head back to here. That's fine. Hello. Do you have anything to say? No? Fine. Here's your statue.
Tanar the Great. It is magnificent. I shall return it to the temple immediately. Next time you visit the temple, it will be on display. In pride of place. We cannot thank you enough, Your Majesty. I shall ensure that everyone knows what you have done.
Beautiful. Alright. Won many Auroran followers with this deed. Alright. Beautiful. Fantastic. Everything's all wrapped up out here. Let's go see what else we got going on, because it looked like there was actually quite a few quests I could do out here. That's just a demon door. There might be a couple up by the temple itself. And maybe we can go take a look and see if the statue's on display. Yes, I'll take the gift.
Your Highness, please accept this gift.
Eris the Thug. Okay. I see another one out here. What's this? What have you got for me?
Some say the Western Ocean is vast and pretty much empty. Just a few islands dotted about. I say that is not true. There is a great undiscovered continent out there, and I aim to find it. Trouble is, a maritime expedition like that costs money. Lots of money for the crew, the navigation equipment, the supplies. Oh, and the boat. No way to do it without a boat. This sort of endeavor requires the patronage of a monarch. What about it, Your Majesty? Not only will you benefit from any discoveries I might make, you will also be expanding the sum of human knowledge.
Okay, I mean, 8,000 gold's pretty cheap for this, so yeah, sure. There you go. Fund an extraordinary expedition to find a new world. You've effectively just thrown a lot of gold into the ocean, never to be seen again. Only time will tell. I don't remember this quest or what the consequences of this are, so
This
we'll
is
see.
a great day for me, and so shall it be for you. My gratitude is as boundless as the ocean, which actually is bounded on the other side by a new continent, as I mentioned. But thank you. I shall set sail as soon as possible. It has been a lifelong dream to voyage to the new world. I shall return soon, my ship laden with strange animals and exotic spices. If they have those things there.
Okay. So we've sent Columbus off. We'll see how that goes. I mean, historically that didn't end up, you know, terribly well for the people on the new continent, but that's fine. I live on the new continent, and it's nice over here. Let's see what else we've got. I'm assuming there's a couple more quests up by the actual temple, so we'll just go start with those. Oh, and a new gift. More gifts! Thank you, the stall vendor, for another fine gift. And we've got more quests up in the town here. What is this? What do you have for me? Hello?
Your Majesty, I'm sure you could
I'm sorry,
do it.
what?
There's this wise man who lives in the desert. He's prophetic, really kind of a hermit. We call him the prophetic hermit. Anyway, he has gifts. He can see the future and talk to the dead. Like this brain in this jar. It's dead. He could communicate with it and dispense its wisdom. I'd deliver it myself, but the desert's got so dangerous recently, I wouldn't make it alive. You, though, Your Majesty, you're a hero. You could get through. It would cause you no trouble. Will you take the brain for us? You'd win over some of the Prophet's followers if you did. And he has many. And he'd give you his predictions as well.
Okay.
Knowing the future
So I can take a
would be of great
brain
value
to get a
to
guy to
monarch,
read the
I would
future
think.
for me. Yeah, you know what? This sounds absolutely insane enough that I have to try this. Alright. Brain in jar.
Excellent. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm sure his predictions will prove useful to you.
What is this gonna net me? Alright, brain in jar, off we go. Let's go see
Burns going down. Burns.
what we've got. I'm getting so many seals just from how terrified everyone in this village is of me. Like every time I bump past somebody, because I've increased their fear level, I'm gaining seals, which is so stupid. That's fine though. Oh, what am I at on seals, actually? Do I have enough to get the final chest unlocked on the, Road to Rule? I might, actually. Hold up.
Hello.
Hop in here for a second. Visit Road to Rule. Oh, not quite. Okay. I need 15 more. That's fine. keep my eyes open for 15 more seals, and we can... I was like, maybe the end of the game gave me enough seals, but no, it really didn't. That's actually kind of disappointing that you don't get very many seals. I guess they figure you're probably done with the game at that point, so you don't really need them, but would have been nice to get a few more. Alright. Shifting Sands, I'm assuming all the enemies are going to have respawned. I'll have to shoot them all again on the way back through, but that's fine. Where does this hermit live? I don't think I've run into a hermit out here. Oh, we're going a different direction, too. Alright. Alright, come on. I can go grab a glass of water in a second here, too. Throat's getting a little dry. We'll finish this up first, though. I'll finish up this hermit quest, and then we'll go take a quick break to grab some water. Oh. Okay, Veiled Path. I do remember this. We came all the way through here, and there were all these statues that never, like, attacked me, and I just assumed they were going to. And there was definitely something out here. There was a gate at the very end, and I couldn't figure out how to open up the gate. And I was very confused by that. Maybe this will be how you open that gate. That's fine. Come on. Also, I don't need to worry about dying anymore, because at this point if I die, it's not a big deal. I've already gotten the achievement for beating the game without dying. I don't suppose there's anything up there. No. It must be that gate at the end. That's the only thing I can think of that would be out here. Alright, clear this all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. And yes, a bunch of the little constructs up here. Thankfully they go down nice and quick. Alright, and then the gate's like just up ahead here. We're almost at the end of the area. Reload, and 1. Okay. And there's the gate. I can see it just ahead of me. Alright, keep summoning my wings. That gives me extra damage if nothing else. I don't know if the extra damage is actually worth it. I feel like I could just, yeah, finish him the regular way and it would be more efficient. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Where is this hermit? Oh, did they just, like, add him over here? Yeah, you weren't here before. Wait, and dog found... Neither was this. What is this? Hold up. A diamond. Hello, sir.
Greetings, Your Majesty. I knew you would come even before you arrived. I saw you come over the horizon. What brings you to this place? Ah, a brain. Did my disciple send you then? Excellent. A long time has passed since I had a fresh delivery, and all the old brains have said their piece. Now, let me see. Ah, the brain speaks from beyond the dark veil. Yes? Yes? What? Oh, how rude. You never know what you're going to get when you talk to the dead. That fellow had quite a mouth on him. Metaphorically speaking. But no matter. I thank you, Your Majesty.
Okay.
For the delivery. My people and I shall not forget you.
Delivering the brain, you've gained some of the hermit's followers and earned his gratitude. The brain is grateful as well. The hell game.
Another vision is coming. There will be a great uprising in the city of Bowerstone, in the land of Albion. Many people will rise as one, and shout with one voice, and make many demands. Wait. I have another vision. And so it will come to pass that you will do heroic things, like embark upon great quests and complete them and slay fierce monsters.
Oh God.
I know you have already done that, but it will happen more. They will say unto those who have wronged them, we have waited long enough. We demand service. And what do you mean by seating them before us? We have been here at least 10 minutes longer, and we put our name on the list. And we want a booth. One of us has a bad back. And the place where this happens will be out of breadsticks. Hold! The spirit of prophecy is upon me again. And so it will come to pass that a great hero will make choices that will be good or evil. And thus will he or she become a little good or evil himself. Or herself. Lend me an ear, Your Majesty, and I will share with you
how many prophecies does this guy have?
Yes, one is coming to me. I see a vision of a castle in a faraway land, and upon the throne, you. You
Wait, what?
shall be ruler of all of Albion.
Oh, yeah, that. I've already done that.
Oh, that is an old one. Sorry, that happens sometimes.
Ah.
Anyway, and so it will come to pass that this good hero, or possibly evil hero, will face challenges unimagined by most, and through great hardship and, what's the word? Perseverance. Through perseverance, the hero will defeat the greatest evil known to mankind.
Okay.
Or womankind.
What's the...
Hold! The spirit of prophecy
you can tell me what it is?
upon
No?
me again. And so it will come to pass that a great hero will make choices.
Okay, he's repeating himself. I think we've heard all of his prophecies. What a weirdo. Alright. What else do we got here? I've got 3 more quests. We've got... Okay, find a volunteer, drag them to work. Auroran businessman is an interesting proposition, and we need help restoring the lost treasure of the temple. Okay, so 2 more main quests to do out here. And then I think dragging someone to work is just the repeatable quest out here, which is fine. Hello. If I pop into the temple, can we actually see that statue they were talking about? They mentioned bringing a statue of someone that they were going to put in pride of place. I kind of assumed it would be, like, up here somewhere, but these all look like they've already been there. I don't see anything terribly new. Maybe one of those is new. Who knows?
Your Majesty, welcome to our temple. I lament the forlorn state in which you find it. Before the darkness came, this room held our most sacred treasure. I had lost all hope of recovering it, for that would require journeying into the desert. We have lost so many people. Who among us would have the courage to face the sands now?
Okay, I'll do it. Let's take care of that.
Thank you. You will forgive me for not being more forthright. I am unaccustomed to asking rulers for their help. As for the matter in question, this chamber once housed the temple's sacred dyes. Our rituals cannot be completed
Sacred
without
dyes?
them. The dyes are made from rare flowers found throughout Aurora and the surrounding
Are there extra
desert.
dyes?
Gathering them has always been a dangerous task, but when the
Oh, is
darkness
this
fell
just the
upon
flowers?
us, it became an impossible one. If you can find these flowers and bring them to me,
Oh,
I
this
will
is the
begin
flowers.
making the dyes
Okay.
again, and perhaps our people can recover some of the faith they have lost. We will gladly share them with you, of course.
I found some of these last part, and I didn't know what they were for. Okay, so I've apparently got some of it. Alright.
You have done a great service for us. On behalf of all Aurorans, I thank you. The red dye represents love in our culture. Whether that's shared between betrothed couples or parents and their children.
Okay, I restored the red dye. Is there going to be like a quest for each of the different colored dyes? Interesting. Okay, hold up. What is... It's saying accept. What have
Some
we
of
got?
the flowers require virtually no water and grow in the harshest areas of the desert.
Alright, we've got to find the rest of these flowers at some point. Alright, so that's what that quest is all about. I'll have to go explore the town. There honestly might be some more of them, like, around town here? Because I didn't really thoroughly explore the actual city itself. And there's also going to be, like, the original, like, Temple of Darkness, like, where Walter got, like, possessed initially. That's closed right now, and I think there's a way to open it back up. Real quick, I just want to poke around, see if we spot any more flowers out here. And I also, I guess, will take care of that other quest. There was another quest here, something about gathering a key, and I think that might open up the temple that I'm thinking of. And there might be some flowers out there as well. Alright. Where is this other quest? That's a job. You! What is this?
Your Majesty, are you interested in a business proposition? All you have to do, as per the usual, is part with a little gold.
Okay.
Surely a trivial sum for a wealthy monarch like yourself. In exchange, you will receive a key which bears an inscription. It says, "This key opens the way to a greater key, which leads to a greater treasure." It opens a secret door in an ancient tomb in the desert. It's near some shattered statuary, I think.
Yes, I know exactly where this is. Perfect.
Are you interested, Your Majesty? Again, the price is insignificant, and the potential reward staggering.
Let's do it. Alright. Ancient key, strange inscription, opens the door to a tomb, which is a desert near some half-shattered, buried, monolithic statuary. Alright. Does it lead to a greater treasure? Only one way to find out. I know exactly where this goes, and I think it's going to lead to a golden key.
Here you are. I am sure it will bring you great fortune. Farewell, Your Majesty.
Alright, awesome. Perfect.
Whether you're looking for high
Let me just look around town a little bit here and see if we happen to have any further...
Now that the desert outpost has been
Oh, have I not bought all these weapons? Wait, have I just not purchased all these? Hold up.
It is.
I definitely bought these.
It is expensive, but then quality costs.
Maybe I just bought second copies of all those? I don't know. Whatever.
Axes, swords, and hammers.
I don't want that. I wanted to talk to you. Because you have a gift for me. Yes, perfect.
High rent? I cannot afford it.
Are there any clothes out here, too? If there's any clothes, I wouldn't mind buying the clothes. No, nothing back here. This is just more work. Don't need to do any of that.
I can give you a great price for selected items.
Ah!
There's a shortage,
More
you know.
treasure. Fantastic. Dog's just barking about a dig spot. Just kind of looking to see if we've got any more of those flowers. Like this one. Perfect. And that's 5 out of 5. We just finished another color of flowers. Beautiful. Okay, so that means there might be more flowers hiding around here. Hold up. I gotta take a look now. Now that I've found one, that means there might be more. That's gonna be dragging a worker to the mine. Ah! Look at this! Orange flower puts me at 4 out of 5. And there might be more in that temple as well. We just gotta poke around. I think I've gotten all the ones that are out in the main section of the desert. So I don't think there's gonna be any more like just along, like out in the overworld. Unless I've been like really bad at tracking these things down. But I think I did get most of the ones that are out in the overworld. Anything up on these roofs? No. Slightly lost. Ah! Look at this! Another silver key. Perfect. Alright, any more flowers out here? I think removing the booze limit has made everyone in the kingdom drunk, it looks like, too. That's maybe a little more excessive than what I was expecting. I kind of figured we were just going to be like, you know, if you want to go buy a case of beer, you can buy a case of beer. Not that we would just turn the entire kingdom into alcoholics, but that's fine. I'm sure that'll sort itself out. Nothing out here. Alright. Ooh, another gift! There's some very generous people.
Well, that is nice.
Any sign? Okay, dog's found a dig spot. I guess we want to get the dig spots just so my dog will bark about the flowers. Because if there's a dig spot, I think that's going to take priority over him barking to alert me about a flower. Alright. Good to go. To be fair, I think there's only like 2 flowers left. I think there's one more orange one. And was there a green? Actually, maybe there's more than that, because I think there was a green and a blue as well. I don't remember how many total different colors there are. There was yellow, red. Is it yellow, red, orange, green, blue? 5? There was a purple, though, too, wasn't there? 6 different flowers? Good lord. How many flowers do they want me to gather? Yeah, it looks like it might be... Wait, there are 8? No way. Because there's 8, like, pedestals in here. There you go, have the yellow flowers.
The yellow dye represents prosperity. It is used in times of shortages and famine.
Okay. Represents courage. Okay. Can I use these? Dye your tattoos. Oh. Okay, so if you get tattoos, you can change the color of the tattoos with these dyes. Alright, alright, alright. I guess we'll kick off... I'm gonna head back out into the desert. And we're gonna see if I can go find my way into this temple and see if there's any more flowers to collect in that temple. I don't remember where the rest of these flowers would be, though. To be fair, I guess my character doesn't have tattoos, so it's not that important. Not like I need to terribly much worry about dyeing my tattoos. I don't think I'm very popular around here.
Oh, greetings, Your Majesty.
Considering I'm getting booed in the street every time I walk around, I think maybe charging everyone, you know, thousands of gold a month in rent and turning their entire town into a mining colony where they're all forced to work maybe wasn't the most popular decision. Oh! Hey, we just finished another one. That's the green one's done. Okay, you know what? Hold up. I'll go clear out this temple, and then we'll come back to town and check on the state of the flowers in town. Beautiful, though. Wrapping up nicely. Any more flowers hiding around up here? Like, is there anything up in this little back area? I tend to forget the flowers are collectibles, because they just kind of look like set decoration. Until you get, like, right next to them and it has the, like, interact button. When you're just walking past them, though, it just looks like, oh, look, a nice plant. Alright, back into the desert, all the way to the far side. This should be the end of it. Are there any flowers, like, right near here? I should probably keep an eye open, because I don't think I've been terribly thorough, like, right near the entrance here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's an extra orange one? Oh! That's actually encouraging, though. That means there might be more flowers than I need? Or wait, did I not have all the orange ones? I think I didn't have all the orange ones. I think I had the red ones. So now I've got orange and green ready to turn in. Are there any more over here? Oh my god, I'm getting so many quests finished. Beautiful. Just take a peek around, look for any more flowers floating around here before I wander out into the desert. It's so hard to see. Alright. I think that's everything cleared out here. Let's loop around this way. It's really cool looking out here, though. Flowers. Any flowers out here? And yeah, my dog's not barking about the flowers, which means I'm gonna have to rely on my eyeballs to spot them, which is... I'm sure that'll be fine. Not just gonna walk past any. If you happen to spot any flowers while I'm playing and I run right past them, please let me know. Say something in chat if you're like, hey look, a flower, because otherwise I am definitely going to run past some. Nothing down there. Alright. Let's try and keep my eyes open. I don't think there's anything back here, but we'll check just to be sure. No, that looks clear. Good. Perfect. Alright, head on out.
Attention.
The fact that I haven't been attacked at all makes me think that maybe the enemies haven't respawned, which would be perfect. Because I cleared out most of the enemies through here on my last run out into the desert. Is that a flower? I see something over here. Well, there's a key. That's good. Really, just out in the middle of the desert here, and I missed it last time I was running around. That's honestly just embarrassing. Alright, up onto the top of this little sand dune. It should give me a good viewpoint where I can see if there's anything else out here I need to get. Oh god. I was trying to avoid this. Pardon me, everybody else, just clear on out. Alright, that's everything. And another flower. Oh my god, I missed so many. Yeah, that's 3 out of 5 on the blue. Okay. It's fine though, I'm making good progress on recovering them. That does leave me worried that I'm going to need to go back into the other areas to look for flowers. Maybe I won't worry too much about the flowers. If I don't get all the flowers, I suppose it's not the end of the world. I guess if I have a little bit of time at the end of the stream, we can always try to, like, wrap up flowers, but there does seem to be quite a few of them. I'll try to get as many as I can find, and we'll see where I'm at. If there's, like, one that I'm missing, then I'll just go find it. But if there's, like, 5 or 6 that I'm missing, I might not worry about that. Nothing else down here. This has to be what this is opening, right? Yes. Crossroads of Passing. Alright. Where is this gonna take me? Okay, hold up. Figure out if this is the kind where once I press the button, it's locked me out of all the other options. No, I can just press all these buttons forever. I'm gonna guess I just want to press all the buttons then. Let's just head on over. Open up the way forward. Okay, what have you got for me in here, game? I see you have... Oh, does this really not light up? I'm not interested in lighting this one. Okay. That... Oh. I see. Let's just go straight across then. Oh, okay, that didn't do anything other than summon a bunch of... a monster, okay. Ow. Okay, how about if I go this way? I feel like I'm not having the best of luck all of a sudden. Okay, if I go this way now... Yes. How about this way? Nope. Wrong pick. This way. Okay. And then... that gets me that open. How about here? No. Of course not. Why would it be that one? How about this? Yes. And then you... Okay, we've made it across. Perfect. Everything else is just junk then. Oh, is this it? Literally all this was just a way to the gold key. Alright. I know exactly where to go to use that gold key. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought this was gonna be a larger temple. I thought this might lead back into the temple where we were with Walter at the beginning. But apparently not. Let me go look then and see what I can find for other flowers out in the desert here. I'm apparently missing 2 of the blue ones. I feel like there might have been purple as well. We'll just see what we can find out here, though. Gotta keep my eyes open. Look around any of these little spots where there's like a bunch of clutter like this, because they might be hiding them behind the clutter where you can only see it from certain angles. No, nothing out there. Alright. Anything near these rocks, hiding behind these sand dunes, anything like that? No? Alright. Very cool out here, but no luck on finding any new items. Got a bunch of enemies over there. My dog's reacting to something. The dog is saying there's treasure, but then not doing anything. Hold up. What is that? I feel like my dog must be finding a flower, but then pointing at the wrong thing. So hold up. Clear you out. Yeah. Dog, there was nothing there. Is there like a flower over here that he's reacting to? What is it? Because you're pointing at, like, here. But there's nothing here. Okay, my dog's gone insane. That's good. Let's just check far corners. Is there like a flower near here somewhere that he's reacting to? Nothing up here. Alright. I'm pretty sure we're done with this central bit of the desert then. Oh, a lizard.
At your command.
Nothing else out here. No flowers in the base. Make sure there's nothing hiding by these boxes. No. Well, in that case... Oh, was there anything up here? I don't think we went up here last time. Out of my way. Gotta see if there's anything up here. It's just a treasure chest. Alright. Another ring. I guess we'll go turn in the flowers that we've found. Do I want to go real quick and check through... There's like a side area over here. Where is it? There was like there's the path we went up to find the hermit, the prophetic hermit. And there was another side area, and I think when I was going through that first side area, I wasn't really actively looking for the flowers, so I might have missed some out there. It might be worth doing a double check on that area, just to make sure. Because I think I didn't start really noticing that they were a collectible until a little ways into doing some of the content out in Aurora. Alright, Sandfall Palace. Yeah, what is this? I'm pretty sure there was stuff out here that I just missed. Like, almost certainly. If there's any flowers missing, I'm gonna bet that they're in here. Let's take a look. Anything through this? No, just treasure chests. Nothing out here. Alright. This isn't a huge area, so I should be able to just kind of poke my way through it pretty quick. Oh, hello. Three bullets per Sand Fury. Not too bad. Okay. Look for any sign of flowers. I think I got a couple of the ones that are in here, but I don't think I was being very thorough, so very likely that I've missed some. I guess we'll tick the dig spots too, just to make sure I've got all that. Like, anything on this island? Nothing here. Not seeing... Okay, there's not going to be any in the water. Let's cross over to the other side and we'll check that. Do a little loop through. I can always jump back down from up there and then loop on out. Nothing there. Perfect. Nothing. There's not going to be flowers growing on this, like, these platforms. So anywhere at the floor is these platforms. Good to go. Alright. Come on. Okay, there's the main path up and away. Nothing here. There have to be more flowers around here. Like, I've checked the path up by the hermit. I've checked the whole outer desert area. I've checked the whole city. I don't think there are any in the mine. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Although maybe I should check the mine. I suppose it's possible there's some down in the mine. It'd be a little weird if the only way to, like, get all the dyes for Aurora's, like, religious temple was by enslaving the population and having them work in a mine, but I suppose it's possible. It's very weird that you have to do that just to access, like, an entire side area and an extra weapon, and that, like, whatever the hell that cool statue is you find down there, like, well, it's been a bit odd that that's locked behind making, like, a horrendously evil choice. Nothing out here. Okay, no sign of any flowers. We'll check the upper area. Starting to think I might not have missed any here, though. Maybe I was thorough when I went through this. My dog appears to have glitched his way up into the terrain. I'm sure that's fine. Any flowers in the back over here? Like, I don't remember coming back this way. Oh! Okay. 4 out of 5 on the blue. Looking promising. I only need one more blue. I don't know how you check your progress, though. That's the other thing. I wish there was a way to see, like, which ones I still needed. So that if I wanted to pull up, like, a checklist, I'd be able to, you know, check them off. Without having to go through every single spot. Make sure there's none hiding inside the door. No. Okay. Check all the corners of the room. There might be something hiding out here. Oh, hello. Oh, those are some lightweights. Those all went down in 2 hits. All the rest of them have been taken 3. Alright, nice view of the desert, but nothing out there. Watch for any sign of flowers hiding in the corners, like behind these trees. There's really nothing else in here. Alright, well, I suppose that's it then. Again, just make sure there's none hiding in the corners. Oh god. It's Speaking of hiding in the corners, hello. Okay. Looks like I took a bit of a beating there, but we're good. I hear more bats. Let's keep moving before they catch up with me. Oh god. So many enemies, my lord. Let's get them. Oh, are they all gonna back up? Oh, that's annoying. Are they smart enough to stay out of range of my spells? Interesting. Alright. Might be the first enemy I've seen that's actually smart enough to stay out of the range of the spells. Honestly, that mostly just makes them annoying. Well, I think we've seen everything there is to see in here. Let's head on out. I need to find one more blue flower. I guess we'll just head back to town through the map. Is there anything else that I'm missing as far as keys or anything else out here? No, we've got all the keys. Looking promising. Give the flowers to the priestess. Yes, back we go. Wait, I was like, is this a flower right here? Like one right... Oh, well... Hello. Not a flower, but there's a silver key chest I missed. Ooh, and a weapon! Thunderblade! Great old hero Thunder is said to have been able to rend the sky with this. Rumor was started by Thunder himself and was widely discredited by his sister Whisper. Oh, that's a nice little reference to Fable 1. We haven't seen many of those in Fable 3. There's a few references to Fable 2, but they really don't bring up Fable 1 very often, so that's nice to see. I'll check that out in a second too, see if it happens to be, like, any good. I've been looking for, like, a good sword, and I really didn't get very many of them this playthrough. So if that happens to be a particularly good sword, I would be quite pleased. Alright, flowers. Why does it sound like someone is, like,
The orange dye
running a chainsaw
represents
outside my
strength.
window?
In ancient times, our
Very weird.
fiercest warriors would wear it whenever they went into battle.
Alright, orange dye, strength, fantastic.
The green dye represents growth, whether through birth or learning.
Alright, green, done. Do I have any more to turn in? No, collect the rare flowers. Okay. I don't like this. This means there's definitely two more. Which means I have the blue one, and I think it's probably purple. Oh god, that means there's two flowers somewhere out in the desert that I haven't found yet. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about them right now. Like, it's not worth wasting my time dicking around looking for two flowers. But we might do that, like, if I have at the start of a stream or something, just as a way to kill some time. That might be a sensible option. Just trying to see if I happen to see any flowers, like, in this central area that I missed.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I think I'm basically done exploring town, though. Yeah, there's not really anywhere else flowers could be, unless they're in the mine, which is possible. I'm assuming it's like one blue and one purple is what I have left to find. Oh! Hello? Purple Auroran Bloom. So there's literally just one blue flower somewhere in the game. Okay, well if it's just one blue flower,
Why do you not go so
do I just pull up a guide of where all the blue flowers are? I'm hoping it's not that weird spot out in the desert where my dog was saying there was treasure, but there was nothing there. Like, I'm hoping it's not, like, bugged. Because that would be really frustrating if I had, like, one thing that I couldn't pick up because it decided not to spawn in, or, like, maybe building the guard outpost, like, screws up a flower. Let's just check and make sure there's nothing else sitting out here on the flower front. One singular blue flower. Nothing out here anywhere. Alright. Screw it. We'll turn this purple one in, and then I'm gonna go figure out where the hell the blue one is. We're gonna do that as long as it's only one flower. And there's only 5 possible spots it can be, and I know where at least one of them isn't, because I know I got the one that's in the little, like, inside the palace, in the little, like, display. At your service. Is there one more in town here that I've missed? Dog, what are you... Okay, you're reacting to a dig spot. Let's get to dig spot, so make sure he's all cleared out and he's reacting to flowers. Where could the last flower be?
If you don't care for it, don't carry it. Sell it to me.
What about in here? Nothing like down at the bottom of this well? No. I don't suppose it could be in a house. That seems unlikely. Like, none of the other ones out here have been in houses, so I don't think there's just gonna be, like, one in a house. I could check in the mine, just to make sure. Also, yeah, let's check up here. I haven't been up this way. I don't suppose there's a flower? A single blue flower? No? Oh, there's a treasure down there, though.
Please accept this humble gift, Your Majesty. You have
Okay,
my loyalty,
hold
Your
up.
Majesty.
Here's what I'm thinking. As long as I'm checking everything, let's check the mine. The mine's not very big. I don't think there's any enemies in it. So it shouldn't take very long to just do a quick lap of the mine and make sure there's not, like, one singular blue flower floating around in there.
Such a labour shortage at the moment. I'm desperate.
Yeah, head into the Auroran mine. We'll just do a quick lap, see if I see a blue flower. I don't think it'll be in here, because it'd be very strange if they locked one of the flowers to having the mine open. But just in case I'm wrong, let's just grab all my gifts.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Check the corners, make sure I don't have any flowers hiding in here anywhere. I was like, I don't see anything, but it's not a very big place. We can do a full search of it pretty darn quick. Nothing back here. Alright. Good, good. Check down below.
This area is getting cluttered, people. Remember, a neat work area.
I'm assuming the dog's finding a dig spot. Yes, nothing down here. No flowers in the back. Okay, I can't cross that way. Can I cross this way? I can cross this way. Okay. Nothing around this side here. Anything in the back corner? No. And this is like the way back out. So, head up and around. Just keep my eyes open to make sure there's not one, like, again, tucked in a corner here. Oh, God. We're good.
Greetings, Royal One.
Is there not one in the middle? Nope. Oh, there's a chest, though. Hello. What is this? How did I miss this? Okay, and this is closed again. So there's not one back there. Not one around here. Oh, God. And this is the way out. Alright. So it was not in the mine, just like I kind of figured it would not be. Alright. That's fine. Let's just pull up a little list and we'll check where the,
How are you, Your Majesty?
Auroran flowers. Yes. Very good. Oh, this is like literally the worst guide I've ever seen. Temple's treasures. Give me... Why won't they just give them to me by color? Oh! It's going to be in the city of Aurora. I know. Okay. Literally the first one on this guide is a blue flower in the city of Aurora in a spot that I haven't checked. Well, that's perfect. Apparently I do need to go down to the docks, and you need to dive off the docks, and there's a strip of land you can swim out to off in the distance.
Such a labour shortage at the moment.
So that should be it. Let's go head down to the docks. Get my last flower. We'll turn these in. Just need to remember where the docks is. I think it's this way? No. This way. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Out of my way. Come on. Down to the docks, dive off, and there's a strip of land you can swim to, apparently. And there's a flower out on the strip of land you can swim to. I'm gonna guess it's that little bit over there? Let's just see, though. Oh, yeah, and I see the flower. That's it. Look at me not exploring thoroughly. We're all done. Your Majesty, would you like to climb up on that stairwell there? No? You don't feel like it? That's fine. We'll swim back to shore. And then maybe I'll go see if we can just wrap up the last of the silver keys, because there really aren't that many left to get. We've only got like 4 or 5 silver keys, and then we're all done with that. I might be able to actually, wrap up like most of the last bits of odds and ends content today.
I'm at your command.
Alright, head up the road. We'll turn both of these in. That'll be all the flowers done. And then I don't think I need to come back to Aurora for basically anything. Here, have some purple flowers. Here you go.
The purple dye represents our dreams. It is worn by those who wish to find wisdom in their sleeping state.
Alright. And last one. Blue flowers it is.
The blue dye represents sorrow. As you may imagine, this dye was the first to run out.
Okay. You have
The
anything else?
sacred dyes have been restored, and our culture is close to being whole again. May the blessing of our elders go with you.
Sweet. Alright, extra 10 seals and we're all done. Awesome. Let's head back and see what we got going on here. So what do I have for silver keys? These are all done. I've got a gold key we got to go use too. That's easy enough. Silver keys are all wrapped up there. We're all wrapped up there. Good to go there. I apparently have one more silver key in Brightwall somewhere that I haven't gotten. Very strange. I've got 4 more in Millfield. I don't understand how there are so many silver keys left to find in Millfields. I've got 1 in Bowerstone Market, 1 in Bowerstone Industrial, 1 in Morningwood, and there's still 1 in Driftwood somehow. Very strange. Let's go take care of that gold key. Because I know where the gold key is going to be. I want to fast travel to about here. When we found Max and Sam, they sent me into that one tomb where they were having the party, and there was a gold key door in their tomb. Okay, this is the Temple of Shadows. Not quite what I was looking for. Hold up. Clear them out. Just a few hobs to deal with. Why am I not targeting that guy? There we go. Okay, also just keep your eye open if there's any more silver keys, because there's at least 1 silver key that I'm missing somewhere in Morningwood. So, if I happen to see it while running past, it would save me a bit of searching. Nothing out here. I don't terribly recognize this place, to be honest. I'm assuming I'm still going the right direction, though. Oh my god, there's so many hobs. Why? Game, please. Okay. Where are we in relation to anything that isn't a mountain of hobs? Oh my lord. With the hobs, enough, please. Come on. Okay. They're all dead. I don't recognize this at all. Very strange. I think Sam and Max's tomb is like right by the fort. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, I guess we'll just clear a few more hobs out on the way back. Perfect. Alright. Okay, wait, here's the fort. Is this the back entrance to the fort? Oh, this is the back entrance to the fort. Okay. So I could do the little cannon minigame again. Suppose there's like a silver key floating around here. I don't see anything. I think Sam and Max's little tomb is up this way and to the left. Wait. Isn't this the way to, like, the... Yeah, the Dark Sanctum. Was I at the right thing? No, that was the... I was at the exit that was, like, out of, Yeah, if I was behind the fort, I had to be at the exit that you first come here from. So then where the heck is Sam and Max's little tomb? It's gotta be right near here. Maybe it's like a little farther up and then left? Like there's that little clearing with all the graves in it. Yeah, this. Is it to the left here? Oh, for God's sake. Never enough enemies. Come on, guys. Okay. This has to be it up here, then. And then we can get into that golden key door. Because I know where that was. It was in their little, in this tomb straight ahead of me. No, 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 no. And this is the last gold key door. Maybe let's wrap it up here. Maybe we'll do the last gold key door and then we'll call it a part for the day. It's getting close to the 3-hour mark, so we'll just do this, and then we can come back and do the silver key roundup at the beginning of the next part. That might make sense. Keep it moving. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just clear this all out. Oh my God. Perfect. Gold key door was right up here, right? I know it was in this area, and I think it was up this. Keep my eyes open. Yeah, there it is. Alright, the final golden key door. What does this get me? Please be a weapon. Please be a weapon, and please be a really cool weapon. Alright. The Shrieking Pilgrim. Rifle was fashioned from the thigh bone of the revered monk Ethelbert the Hobbled 4 years before his death. Oh God. Alright.
Ah, hello.
Not a nightmare at all. Okay, random gifts from all my peasants. Fantastic.
That appears to be all of the gifts. New weapons have been added to your collection.
What was that thing called that I just got? No, 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 no. No, no. Wait, do I have 2 of Defender of the Faith? I do. I double bought those weapons. They restock. I didn't realize the weapon shops restocked duplicates of the weapons. Interesting. Oh, that does mean you could actually trade with other players by doing that, though, and not lose out on your weapons. That's good to know. Increase your moral standing. Okay. 5 villagers love you. Kill 150 hollow men for shotgun spray. Not very good. What does Thunder's sword look like? Because, yeah, that means I've got duplicates of a couple of these. Avos Lamentation. Inquisitor, Channeler, Soul Drinker, Shardborn. The Love Sword. Yeah, I think I have 2 of the Love Sword now. Thunderblade. Alright. Thunderblade, what do you got for me? Info. Show off, earn guild seals faster. Chance to stun enemy and earn guild seals faster. Yeah, 99 damage versus... What was my my good one. It was the Inquisitor, I think, is the best one I found. Where's the Inquisitor? Where is the Inquisitor? There it is. Yeah, 104 damage on the Inquisitor. So yeah, it's not even better than the Inquisitor. Alright, that's fine. It's good for earning guild seals, but I don't really need to earn guild seals very fast.
Any
Speaking
other
of,
business to attend to?
I think we can actually wrap up the last of the Road to Rule, too. I have enough seals to buy that final upgrade for the jobs that I'm never going to do. Let's go spend the last of this, and then we never need to come back here. The end of Fable 3's leveling path is this chest ahead of me right here. There you go. Ta-da! That is it. We are all done. I imagine there was an achievement for that, but I've probably just already gotten it, so. All taken care of on this, and let's just see if there's any other quests that I've missed. I don't think there are any. As far as like unique quests. There's one in Industrial that looked like it might have been new. Pop back to here. Yeah, nothing going on any of these. We've got, that's just the dragging people to work. Millfields. Yeah, Hob Cave, okay. And then Wheel of Misfortune, Escaped Criminal. That's all just nonsense. That's nothing. I think there's one new one there. That's the DLC. Alright. I think next part what we'll start out doing is I'll knock out the Millfields quest and this industrial quest here. Where is it? This one. Find a volunteer. Oh wait, no. Are these both disjunk? Oh, these are both disjunk. Oh, fantastic. Then we'll just go knock out the one in Millfields, and I'll do like a silver key roundup. See if I can find the 4 silver keys there that I'm missing. The one here. Let's see if I can wrap up the last of the silver keys. Look like there's like 6 or 7 of them left to get. And then we're pretty much done. The only other like collectible thing I have to do is the books. And how many books do I need? Oh, also, I can buy Brian's house now, can't I? The Misnomer. I was like, yeah, now that I have that purchased... Oh, rent is, or conditions all awful. Let's fix that too. Repair, yeah, boom, alright. I think that's one of the last bits of property that I didn't own. There's this house here, Richard the House Husband's house, which I've still not able to buy, and I don't understand why. One of the only bits of property I can't buy in the entire game. Let's head here real quick and see how many books we're missing. Because I can wrap up the silver
You forged an
keys.
incredible bond with this person, and they consider you their greatest friend. When this happens, they're more likely to give you more gifts and better discounts.
Do I have any books to turn in real quick? I do! Perfect. Turn
Thank
you
you
in.
so much. That's absolutely splendid.
Let's just see if we got anything else. I should be counting these as I go, just so I can keep track of how many I have left to do, but we'll just do a second lap looking for missing books. Nothing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I've got 13 more books to find, and he's going to send me on 3 more of the quests. I'm going to guess that it's going to be when there's 10 to go, 5 to go. Maybe, I don't know what it'll be. And then at the very end, it's going to be my guess. Wait, that's not right. Oh, out of 30. Okay, so 13 would put me at 27 and then the 3 in the back. Yeah, okay. That's going to be my guess. But yeah, thank you again, everybody, for joining. I'm going to call it a part here for now, and we will come back the day after tomorrow.
Welcome to the
I'll
sanctuary.
probably start out by just knocking out some odds and ends side stuff, just give people a bit of chance if they want to catch up, so that it's not, jumping straight into the action, where if you're not here in the first 5 minutes, you're missing the important stuff. We'll try to pick up there. I usually do the same time, so like this has been running for about 3 hours. That's about the time I usually start. It'll be the day after tomorrow, and then if I finish up all that stuff, which I should, I'd imagine, after like an hour or so, we'll probably jump into Trader's Keep, which is the last bit of like content DLC in the game. So yeah, wrap up Silver Keys, wrap up that one quest for the guy in Millfields, wrap up the books, and then off to Trader's Keep. And once we kick off Trader's Keep, I think that's all on like a separate little island. Can you actually see it? I think it's this little island chain here. And once you start the DLC, it like pops up a little marker on it. And yeah, you spend the rest of the DLC kind of out in that island and do a whole little fun little DLC thing out there. I don't remember what like collectibles and side quests there are with that. But there's a bit to do. It's a really fun DLC. It's got some cool, there's like a theme park area, like a kind of Disneylandish bit at one point. It's really fun. Yeah, we'll pick up that, and then once we're done with that, like, that's it. Fable 3 is completely finished. So I'm thinking only like 2 or 3 more parts to go on that. And then like the next big like thing I'm looking forward to is I'm looking forward to the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection when that comes out. We might take a peek at that, see what the PC versions look like. I don't know if I want to do like a full playthrough of any of them, although to be fair, it wouldn't take very long to do. I could definitely probably knock out like Metal Gear Solid 1 in like 1 or 2 streams, and then like Metal Gear Solid 3 in like 3 or 4. So like wouldn't take very much to go through those. So maybe we'll take a look at playing through those again. I have played through all of them previously, which if I go over to here, put out a shout out to the social media links. The Twitter is where I'll update any, here's what I'm planning to stream or when I'm planning to stream it. The YouTube link has all the old archived VODs. So that's all there if you want to catch any of it, which, yeah, it does have all the old Metal Gear games. The old Fable playthroughs are all on there. Everything's kind of living on that. And then I might honestly take a look at doing a playthrough of Old Republic. Because I did both the Knights of the Old Republic games back in the day. And I do really enjoy Old Republic, like, online. Maybe I'll start some new characters and we'll just play through some Old Republic. If you want to join, too, I'm on Satil Shan. The Satil Shan server. So if you start a character on there, either Republic or Empire, I have both. We could maybe meet up and get some stream activities, do some of the, what are they called, flashpoints? What are the group content in that game called? Take care of some of that if we wanted to. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to call it a part and head on my merry way. Let's see if anyone is online to send a raid in the direction of... And thank you again for the raid there, Dragoon Tai. I'll also give a shout out to Dragoon Tai again. Coming over from Diablo 2, doing a hell of an impressive sounding run, trying to collect one of every unique, which is, my god, that is a lot of time and commitment. Yeah, Techno Ghosty is doing, oh, are they doing Breath of the Wild? Yes, awesome. We'll send everybody over to go watch Techno Ghosty playing Breath of the Wild. It's their first time playing Breath of the Wild. So if you want to check somebody out that's getting to experience that game for the first time, there you go. For now, though, I'm going to head out, and I will see you in 2 days with some more Fable 3. Take care for now, and I hope you all have a good one.